Hi guys! So, for this video, we are going to tackle about permutation and combination. So, what is permutation and combination? Let's find out. Permutation. A permutation is an arrangement in a definite order of a number of objects taken some or all at a time. Here are some examples of permutation. Example 1. Find the number of permutations of the letters of the word statistics. So, there are 10 letters of the word statistics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, however, we have to take into consideration that the 3 A's are alike, the 3 T are alike, and the 2 I are also alike. So we must divide 10 factorial by 3 factorial, 3 factorial, and 2 factorial. 10 factorial over 3 factorial, 3 factorial, and 2 factorial. 10 factorial is equivalent to 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 3 times 2 times 1, 3 times 2 times 1, and 2 times 1. So 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is equal to 3,628,800 over 72. So 3,628,800 divided by 72 is equal to 50,200.
So from now on, let's go to the second example. In a school club, there are 5 possible choices for the president, a secretary, a treasurer, and an auditor. Assuming that each of them is qualified for any of these positions, so the question is, in how many ways can the 4 officers be elected? So the formula is PNR is equals to n factorial over n minus r factorial. So n is equivalent to 5 and the r is equivalent to 4. So it's equals to 5 factorial over 5 minus 4 factorial is equal to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 1 factorial. So eliminate the 1. And 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 is equals to 120. So there are 120 ways.
This is number 3 example. 10 runners join a race. In how many possible ways can they be arranged as first, second, and third places?
Here is the formula. So there are formula. Kibal kining box, mauta namin ang kining prices. So, sa first box, na ay 10 ka runners na ni-appear sa race. So, sa first prize, ilogan, magkuhan sila na ay 10 ka tao nga mag-ilog. Second prize, maybe na lang kay ang isa na nakadaog naman ang isa. So, then sa third prize, 8 na lang kay na ang duha nakadaog naman as first and second. So, another 8 times ang 10 times 9 times 8 is equals to 720. So, there are 720 possible ways.
Here is example 4. A teacher wants to assign 4 different tasks to her 4 students. In how many possible ways can she do it?
So this is the formula. PNR is equals to n factorial over n minus r factorial. P is equal to P, 4 and 4. Ikuha na to ang 4, and there is a 4 different tasks of ang 4 code sa 4 student. So it is equal to 4 factorial over 4 minus 4 factorial. 4 factorial is equals to 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 4 minus 4 is equals to 0, and the equivalent of 0 factorial is 1 factorial. So eliminate the 1. 4 times 3 times 2 is equals to 24. So there are 24 4 possible ways. Alliances begins with 3 letters if the possible letters are A, B, C, D, and E. How many different permutations can be made if not letter is more than one?
Go.
So here is the formula. P in R is equals to n factorial over n minus r factorial. So n is equal to 5, then r is 3. So it's equals to 5 factorial over 5 minus 3 factorial is equals to 5 factorial is equals to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Then 5 minus 3 factorial is 2 factorial. So 2 times 1. So eliminate the 2 and 1. So, ang nabili na lang is 5 times 4 times 3 is equals to 60. So, there are 60. So, from now on, let's talk about naman sa combination. Now, here is the definition of combination. If the order of the object is not important, the total number of orders or arrangement is called combination. So, there are the example number 1 of combinations. In how many ways can a coach choose 3 runners from among 5 runners? So the n is equal to 5 and r is equal to 3. So c 3 is equal to n factorial over r factorial n minus r factorial is equals to 5 factorial over 3 factorial 5 minus 3 factorial. So it is equals to 5 factorial, 3 factorial, and 5 minus 3 is equals to 2 factorial. So it equals to 5 factorial is equals to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 3 factorial and 2 factorial, 3 times 2 times 1 times 2 times 1. So eliminate the 1, 2, 3. So eliminate the 1. Ang nabilin is 5 times 2 is equals to 10. There are 10 ways.
Chill, $3 prices will be given. How many ways can the prices? Chill, $3 prices will be given. How many ways can
Example number 3. In how many ways can a committee of 4 people be chosen from a group of 10 people? So the n is equals to 10 and r is equals to 4. So the formula is in CR is equals to n factorial over r factorial n minus r factorial. So n factorial is equals to 10 factorial and r factorial is equal to 4 factorial. So we have 10 factorial over 4 factorial, 10 minus 4 factorial. So is equals to 10 factorial over 4 factorial and 6 factorial. So 10 factorial is equals to 10 times 10 times 8 times 7 times 6 factorial over 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 times 6 factorials. So eliminate, so ang nabili na lang is 5 times 3 times 2 times 7 is equals to 210. So there are 210 ways.
N equal 5 in R equal 2. C in R equal in factorial over R factorial in minus R factorial equal 5 factorial over 2 factorial 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 2 times 1 times 3 times 2 times 1. Eliminate. So 5 na lang nabilin og 2. 5 times 2 equal 10 ways. Example 5. In how many ways can a committee consisting of 4 members be formed from 8 people? N equal 8, R equal 4. In C, R equal N factorial over R factorial N minus R factorial equal 8C4 equal 8 factorial over 4 factorial 4 factorial. equal 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4
Factorial.
factorial over 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 times 4 factorial. So, eliminate. So, ang nabili na lang 7 og 2. So, 7 times 2 equals 70.
So from now on, let's go on to the difference between permutation and combinations. So permutation and combination are not just the only thing that we face in our competitive exams or study in school. In fact, we are facing this in our day-to-day life or activities to solve real-life problems. So again, what is permutation? A permutation is a mathematical technique that determines the number of possible arrangements in a set when the order of the arrangement is matter. So the combination is a mathematical technique that determines the number of possible arrangements in a collection of items where the order of the selection does not matter. So here's the example number 1. In a group of 10 people, a $20, $10, and $5 prize will be given. How many ways can the prizes be distributed? So, NPR is equals to n factorial over n minus r factorial. So, 10P3 is equals to 10 factorial over 10 minus 3 factorial. So, equals 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 factorial over 7 factorial. So, 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 equals 720. Example number 2. In a group of 10 people, 3 $5 prizes will be given. How many ways can the prizes be distributed? So, NCR is equals to n factorial over r factorial n minus r factorial. So, 10C3 is equals to 10 factorial over 3 factorial 10 minus 3 factorial is equals to n factorial over 3 factorial and 7 factorial. So, 10 factorial is equals to 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 factorial over 3 factorial times 7 factorial. So, eliminate. Tapos, ang nabili na lang, 5 times 3 times 8 is equals to 120. So, example number 3. A local school board with 8 people needs to form a committee with 3 people. How many ways can this committee be formed? So, n equal 8 and r is equals to 3. NCR is equals to n factorial over r factorial n minus r factorial is equals to 8 factorial over 3 factorial 8 minus 3 factorial. So, it is equal to 8 factorial over 3 factorial and 5 factorial. So, 8 factorial is equals to 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 factorial over 3 factorial is equals to 3 times 2 times 1 times 5 factorial. So, eliminate the 5 factorial and the 3 times 2 is 6. So, eliminate the 6. So, ang nabili lang is 8 times 7 is equals to 56. So, there are 56 ways. Example number 4. In how many different ways can we arrange 4 books on a shelf from a group of 9? So, n is equals to 9 and r is equals to 4. In PR is equals to n factorial over n minus r factorial is equals to 9 factorial over 9 minus 4 factorial is equals to 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 5 factorial. So, eliminate the 5 factorial. So, ang nabili na lang is 9 times 8 times 7 times 6. So, it is equals to 3,024. Example number 5. In how many ways can 3 persons be seated in row of 5 chairs? So, n is equals to 5 and r is equals to 3. In PR is equals to n factorial over n minus r factorial is equals to 5 factorial over 5 minus 3 factorial. So, it is equals to 5 factorial over 2 factorial. So, it is equals to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 2 times 1. So, it is equals to 60 ways.